We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up AAPL stock. We are in the monthly time frame. Price action, last candle to the right hand side is a bullish green candle with the wick down to the bottom, could be coming from an area of support. Second last candle is a major wick up to that resistance. Market may be coming from an overall. Gotta see what's going on in that area. So we do have price action overall, higher highs. Price action overall, lower lows. Midpoint. Also adding second level highs. So let's take a look at what's going on in price. So we can see that price action, bullish green candle. Second last candle is a long wick up to the top, so it's a balance of both. Price action, second last candle is between a midpoint of the highs and that overall highs and second level highs. So there's a few things that could be going on in that market. So if that market is going to work its way down, it's coming from a double top. So we have a first, second, third, fourth, and price and second last candle is a retest. If we see that pattern, market's coming down from a double top and a retest or a triple top in that area. But let's say if price action is respected with this wick down to the bottom, market price could be identifying that first leg, second leg, price action will be the third leg. We'll get the push out and the breakout. Market will be creating that incline W to retest the top to work its way up further, if so. So we can also see that price action is within that midpoint between the SR line. So we do have that area of resistance. So let's say current price is sitting at 162.66. So if price work its way up, we can see that price can head up to that next midpoint level of that overall, which will be at price 169.22. And if price work its way down, it can head down to that area nearing 144.33. And we can clearly see that midpoint of where price is currently is and respected with the price action candle. So if this market really breaks out and push up, you want to see price action engulf the second last candle body to push up further, but definitely engulf that wick eventually to work its way up, because it could be a huge area of consolidation until we receive that pattern. If that market's going to work its way down, all it has to do is break that SR line that we did create at price of sitting at 154.44 to work its way down to the next level. Walking down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, price action, bullish green candle, working its way up. Very solid with no wicks. Second last candle is a doji to identify that retest coming from an overall pattern at that bottom. So let's draw what we see. We do have that first, second, third, fourth. So we do have that double bottom. Market did break that SR line in white. Came back to retest. So now we're going to see a price action. It's going to head up to the next SR line, seeing that price of 169.22. But we can see that price is between 169.22 and 154.44. So it's at a midpoint of that area. So as we walk down the time frame, we're going to see that market's going to break or identifying a break as we walk down. And if that market is declined from that area, it's coming from multiple pushes to that top. So we're to identify overall first, second, third, fourth, double top. Market came back to retest that previous area, and the market pushed down, retest the top of this midpoint, and now we in a trend direction if that market does drop. If not, we know that market's coming from a double bottom and a retest. On the daily time frame, price action, bullish green candle, reading the same pattern as a weekly time frame with the price action, coming from multiple pushes down to that bottom. So far here looks like a double bottom. So we have that first, second, third, and market pushed up for that fourth. We looking to see if price is going to break this SR line or retest or work its way up. If not, Price can be rejected to stop at come back to midpoint for that retest. So identify first, second, third, fourth, retest, and then work its way back up. So either it's going to break that current SR line, a price of 163.23, or it's going to reject and still come back down to 158.99 and still create some momentum, because that's just retesting the bottom to work its way back up to that number 163.23 for the full breakout. Or we can receive that consolidation sideways near that SR line until that market do what it do. Walking down to the 4-hour time frame, price action reading the same candle, bullish green, coming from multiple pushes to that double bottom. So we do have that first, second, third, fourth, second last candle retest. Also as a gap in the market, and that market did push up. So we're going to have to wait till the market do what it do to see what's really going on as we walk down the time frame. So far, that market is lined up with that SR line, which if you put a zone, it's still in that area. So we're going to see what's going to happen as we walk down the time frame. And we can see that overall pattern that's coming from, we'll talk about it in a 3-hour time frame, of that multiple pushes to that top. So if this market is rejected at this area here, it's coming from this overall first, second, third, fourth retest, and market's coming back down, maybe at least the midpoint. If it breaks that area of 158, it's coming down further. But if we see that break of the zone, we'll see that market work its way up. So far, price is side by side. Price action last candle side by side, identifying a double top at that resistance. Price action candle still has to form. On a 2-hour time frame, price action is identifying as a doji with a long leg for support. So that market, what it's doing is the second last candle has pushed up. Price action retest and still have momentum to still push and break out. So far, there's a huge area respected in that zone area that we created, but still in that area of that block of that zone that we created of consolidation. So be careful. Walking down to a 1-hour time frame, still reading the same thing. Price second last candle is a retest. Price action third last candle is a push. Second last candle retest. Price action still can push and break out. Price action is engulfing the second last candle, so it still has momentum to still keep pushing up unless we see something different. Walking down to the 45-minute time frame, second last candle is reading as a retest. Third last candle is a push up. So what's happened is that third last candle pushed up, second last candle retest, price action on a push and break out. It is engulfing, price action is engulfing the second last candle and the third to last candle. So far it looked like it's headed up to that SR line we created for 163.23. But be aware, we still want to see that breakout, at least the third to last candle wick, for that market to fully break out. Walking down to a 30-minute time frame, there's a pattern that's evolved, which is a double bottom on a 30-minute time frame. So we can see the incline first, second, third, fourth, and we do see that market's working their way up for that W formation. Also, there's a pattern in here, so we connect resistance and connect the support is inside of a wedge pattern. So as we walk down, we'll see how that connection looks. So we can see that market is breaking out that wedge pattern. So we definitely want to see price action, as I said before, engulf that long wick to that left-hand side of that second, third, fourth, fifth, to last candle of the market to close out. Price action also have a long wick down to the bottom, showing that is a major area of support that could be pushing and breaking out. So market so far looking like it's working its way up. On a 5-minute time frame, price action is a doji, bullish green doji, which is a retest twice. Second last candle, third last candle has broke up. Second last candle retest. Price action is pushed up, lined up side by side with the second last candle. So we want to see a candle engulf this price action to push that market up, unless this market is still going to grow to engulf still the previous side of this area of this wick. Walking down to a 3-minute time frame, price action is a retest of the area of support of that second last candle midpoint. Okay, if we do receive the breakout, we want to see price break, retest the SR line support as it's doing to show identify a bullish green candle or pattern to push and break out. On a 1-minute time frame, we see that consolidation side by side with the previous candle. For the patterns that's going to happen for that push out, please study Forex pattern cheat sheet, breakdown and retest strategy. Okay guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. AAPL stock.